Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game he is so excited because this crowd has been one of their best assets all season. They make every game difficult. When a hard opponent comes in, the crowd rises to their best occasion. And he's been telling the students all week, we need you today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes.
Time, boys.
Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway.
USC.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing, Sellers. Looking down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Clark. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Throwing Russell.
Go get him. I'm talking about, boy.
He couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man.
Damn, that might send a hurt right here.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The run inside. It's Clark. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play fake, Sellers. Spears the heat. And it's a sack.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks. Their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news. They've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Out of here.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Might be changing the route. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Edwards. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, one thing you know about this guy is once he has the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to bring down to the ground. That time, really nice job breaking a tackle, getting north, picking up more yards. Defense, they need to gang tackle him because he's a problem.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Lets it fly.
You know that.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Sellers. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9.
What the
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Slips through the line, found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces and is supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second.
Oh my gosh. Come on, bro.
Russell. Pressure coming. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's going to let it go. He's got it along the sideline. And he scores! Touchdown, Alabama! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. On the run, it's Fuller. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Right back to the well. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's Sellers to throw. Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Herbert. All kinds of room to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Bunch formation for these receivers. Sends it back in motion. Keelan Russell. He's got him in the flat. Could not make his way to the corner. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. Snagged out of the air. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
They are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Now here's Russell. Oh, he makes the catch. Brings a tackle, and he might go. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. Got enough for the 1st. Maybe a crease. Touchdown Tide! Rolled his way into the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Okay. Still Beamer ball.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sellers. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break.
Should have told me you didn't give a fuck before I damn put you out here. Damn. Look at this shit. Let my nigga pop. I should have stepped up.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Throwing Sellers. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They've been able to put together nothing. Now 3rd and long from their own 1. Running inside. It's Clark. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throwing Russell. They're working that left side. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Alabama quickly back to the line. Russell shoots it to the left. Covered like a blanket, and he still makes the grab. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. And he loses the football on the return. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Fighting Irish looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that.
Rolling the dice to bring it out in the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
The first one, that's cool. Second one, come on now.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now here's Russell, under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Rush is on him. A strike downfield.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Complete in the middle. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I don't know what the...
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Leaves it with the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Solid pick up a 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires downfield. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Sellers from the gun on third down.
Damn it!
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Well, that's just a foolish penalty. You can't lose track of the play clock that close to the goal line. It's still 1st and goal. On the move. Snowed under by the defense. Alabama quickly back to the line. On the move. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He's got him. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in.
They're going to start giving me shit. It's going to be too late.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability.
Makes a catch down the right side. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop him. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Complete. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Caught, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
keeper. Plows through the defense.
Oh.
Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
Break the tackle.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Escapes the pressure going right. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Take it open for me, boy.
In the corner. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Come over, North, shock the world. Shock the world. Stop. I can't stop this shit.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. One man in the back.
Yo.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
Sellers. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He wants to change this route. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Come on, boys.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Give myself more of a chance.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Sellers.
I trust you,
It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh start.
Oh, my gosh.
And it's picked off for the third time today. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes the play.
Bro.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. The defense playing accordingly, now giving it back to their offense.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Picks up the first down. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll give it to him again. Maybe some room here.
Hey, bro.
He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
These motherfuckers is coming through untouched. I'm just getting touched the whole motherfucking game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Fires to the big fella. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
The run inside. It's Hill. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that...
There's a crease, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the punishment has been extended. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running inside, it's Clark. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
We didn't shout the world. We did not shout the world. We got our ass smacked. Gotta figure this shit out. I'm gonna have some shit. This shit getting out of hand, bro.